Hey folks, it's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today is Tuesday, it's November 12th. Hope you're well. We've got some movement in the space. It has to do with some news that came out, an article pertaining to some comments from New Jersey governor, and that's Christie. He talks about descheduling and how Trump is going to bring a lot of change to the MJ industry. And we had names popping off 10, 20+%. But, after a brutal couple of days and a brutal week, it doesn't take much to see a big relief rally. And I actually made a comment to the Pow Group private community about this late last night. And kind of funny how it all happened so quickly. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You can follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. It's the best way for me to get real-time updates out to the community. So I posted this just a few minutes ago. I said, hilarious. I posted this 13 hours ago in the POW private community, image below, and now this. So the reason why I thought of it was because MJ Moment posted this late yesterday as well. Trump's endorsement of Florida MJ legalization ballot measure failed to convince his supporters, polls show. And what did I say? I said in that, I think I mentioned it in the Canon News weekly news video and rapid fire news update, that when he wants something, he usually gets what he wants. And then this article came out from Benzinga today, exclusive. Christie says Trump will remove federal restrictions on MJ and find a sweet spot for crypto regulation. As far as we can tell, we've been researching this in the Pow Group private community. We've got dozens and dozens of people in there that we're all working together, to try to get to the truth and find the most accurate news and find the most likely scenario. And we were wondering if it was basically, coming directly from Trump or if it was just an opinion. And so far, it looks like it was just an opinion. But I posted this in the Pow Group private community last night. Trump has been releasing videos about big policy changes, and he's been pumping them out like crazy, like education, different types of all kinds of things. And I said, I wonder if he will talk about Florida soon and possibly make a big announcement regarding MJ policy. And then sure enough, today, this came out, and it's behind a paywall. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and we'll go through some of the notes here. But if we take a look at MSOS here on the daily time frame, we're not even breaking the high of yesterday. So it's a big bounce, but we haven't even broken the high of yesterday. So we still got a lot of work to do, and it doesn't take much for these names to really pop off after an absolute bloodbath. But if we take a look at the gainers on the day today, we have MSOX, AYR, and CXXI, followed by Cureleaf, all up in the double digits. MSOX almost 30% on the day today. So we'll jump into the details here. So Zinger key points. Christie foresees potential federal shifts on MJ under President-elect Donald Trump. He also notes that descheduling MJ will ease banking access for the industry. Trump's cautious approach to crypto could drive adoption, says former New Jersey Governor Christie. I guess he's the former. Okay. I thought he was the current governor. And one thing to remember as well is that New Jersey is legal at the recreational level. Adults 21 years and older can purchase, and we know Trump said that he likes Florida's way of doing it. He said they're doing it very good. He supports Amendment 3. Well, he did before it failed. And then, rescheduling, safe banking. He supports, the states making their decision, doesn't want anybody in jail for smoking it. Said medical's been amazing, right? So the writing's on the wall. And then he goes on in detail. The U.S. government has got to get its act together and decide what it really thinks on the issue, says Christie, former New Jersey governor and longtime conservative voice addressing the state of MJ in America under a new Trump administration. In an exclusive conversation with Benzinga, Christie outlines his perspectives on the future of MJ regulation and cryptocurrency adoption. And it's funny how they continue to mention MJ and crypto in lockstep, right? Like they're two again, that's why I think they don't want them to run simultaneously, is because a lot of people are interested. The same demographic is very interested in both of these. So they don't want to have them run at the same time, because then, the big Wall Street banks can't get as much money as they want, right? Framing both within a broader trend of deregulation he expects to see under Trump's leadership. As the country moves forward, Christie believes MJ and crypto are poised to experience significant changes, though each industry will need to navigate its own unique challenges. And another observation today was, I made this in the Pow Group private community, that we didn't see a whole lot of, Bitcoin's been pulling back, and we haven't seen a whole lot of gains today in the crypto, and even kind of big tech has been a little shaky today. And what do we notice? The correlation. MJ's up. Yesterday, crypto was up big and tech was up big, and MJ was down big. So that correlation, that inverse correlation, is still very much there and alive. So Christie on MJ, Trump will attempt to deschedule. Christie begins by tackling the complexities surrounding MJ regulation, a topic he's been openly conservative about throughout his political career. Although he's traditionally opposed to federal legalization, Christie notes a potential shift under President-elect Donald Trump. What I suspect he would really like to do is to get it downgraded by the DEA so that it is not illegal, Christie says. So again, it's just an opinion at this point. So we'll need to see official confirmation from the Trump administration. And I think that he will be very pro, especially with RFK, Joe Rogan, Elon. They all love like 420. Elon's tweeting, 42069 all the time, right? 69, 420, like the prophecy has been fulfilled. So, the writing's on the wall. We just have to be patient. So MJ remains a Schedule I substance, making it federally illegal despite a growing wave of state-level legalization. For Christie, the legal status presents an obstacle for the industry, particularly regarding banking and financial services. The trouble with the MJ industry has now is that a lot of people still won't do business with them because the proceeds are tainted by the fact that they are created through a drug that is illegal in the United States. Christie suggests that descheduling MJ, removing it from DEA's list of controlled substances, could provide a workable solution. And this would follow in the footsteps of Canada and Germany. And as we know, the US is never first, but they're never last either. By changing this classification, he believes the federal government, it's not going to happen overnight, right? It's going to take a while for them to work with Congress and to get it done. So, it could be a year or two, but it might be sooner than most people think. He believes the federal government could make way for legitimate business operations without directly endorsing legalization. What I think Trump will attempt to do, so again, he didn't confirm, it's just his own thoughts and opinions, I guess, at this point. What I think Trump will attempt to do is change MJ to a non-scheduled drug that wouldn't be illegal, and then banks and other institutions would be more free to do business with MJ store owners and entrepreneurs, he says. This stance marks a shift in Christie's approach, where he appears to reconcile his conservative views on MJ with a pragmatic view in the industry's needs. And then he talks about finding a sweet spot. So beyond MJ, he talks about crypto. We'll just go through a little bit. So is Christie's evolving views a reflection of the GOP's evolution? I would agree, right? I think it is. It was the first time we had two presidential candidates saying they want to see major reform. One was saying we want to legalize at the federal level, recreationally, and then the other side was saying, rescheduling, safe banking, all good. Florida, Amendment 3, we love it. Medical, love it, right? So this is a huge, huge step forward, in my opinion. So he talks about, kind of goes on the same thing again. So here it is here. With the potential appointment of figures like RFK Jr. to key health positions. So under the Trump administration, there's been some rumors that RFK Jr. could lead the FDA and HHS. So the regulatory landscape for both MJ and crypto could evolve rapidly over the next 4 years. As Christie sees it, the approach Trump takes will shape not only the MJ and crypto markets, but also public sentiment and investor confidence. His vision, rooted in deregulation with a careful dose of oversight, aims to balance the drive for innovation with a commitment to public safety. A delicate act in today's rapidly shifting political and economic landscape. So again, I think that, we're very close to seeing crypto top. We're probably going to see, Bitcoin north of 100K in the not too distant future over the next month or two. And then after that, alt season will go absolutely bananas. And then I think, first quarter, second quarter, 2025, the music will stop. We'll probably enter a bear market in big tech and crypto. And then I think in 2025, that will be the year of MJ. And it's looking like that's more and more the case, especially with those comments from him today. But we'll get another update. So MSOX here currently over 33% on the day, AYR 26%, and CL up 17% at the moment. I did add a boatload of Cureleaf the last week or so. I added again yesterday. And as you can see, there was new all-time lows on CURLF. And from the low yesterday to the high of the day today, already up almost 24%. So I know a lot of people are, like I said in my video yesterday, I know a lot of people are down in the dumps. It's hard not to when you're already down and you get drop kicked while you're already laying on the floor, swimming in losses, and you get another boot to the face. It's pretty difficult. I seen a lot of people yesterday say that they sold their MJ holdings, and this is how quickly things can change, right? So again, I know the sector's not dead. I know I'll be okay. I'll know the sector will be okay. Hopefully everybody is doing okay today. And if you need a vent, I'm always here as well. But there's going to be some exciting times ahead, and it's going to probably be a couple of years before we really see, massive changes and share price appreciation. But, the industry is very much alive and well. It's thriving. It's the best it's ever been. And fundamentally speaking, it's just, we're not seeing it from a price perspective, right? And generally the stock market, I love the quote, the stock market is full of people who know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. And the stock market is also a mechanism from transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. And the bigger the drawdown, the bigger the expansion, the greater the accumulation, the greater the expansion, right? The longer the base, the higher in space. And with this crazy volatile movement to the downside means that we're still going to see crazy volatility to the upside and irrational exuberance as well. All right. Hope you have a great day. It's Rod with POW Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. Let me know what you think of this news in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.